Hello and welcome to Wellness with Friends. My name's Connie.
My name's Heather.
And we are on a wellness journey with you. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
Today we're talking all about a kit geared towards emotions. It's called
Feelings.
It's called the Feelings Kit. Yay!
Yes.
And so what a mystery is, what kind of mystery do we have involved in this Feelings Kit?
Well, they're all blends of oil that are specifically formulated to help with our emotions, which are a big deal in our lives.
Yeah, and the reason why we're doing this is because we've discovered over the years that our emotions are affecting our physical health.
Yes.
So we're going to go into a little bit more of that later, but because we're on this wellness journey, we've had to do work with our emotions as
Yes.
well, as well as everything physical that's hitting our body. The emotions are hitting our bodies too, and they're making it an effect on it. So we want you guys to be aware of it too.
Yes, and we also wanted y'all to know that there's a kit for it, and it's all of your emotional tools in one fantastic kit.
Mm-hmm. Easy access. Okay.
Yes.
Hardly any thinking involved.
Yes.
So one of the most powerful uses of essential oils is for the brain or for your emotions. It's where quality essential oils really get to show off. And so because Young Living provides quality essential oils, these are the only oils you want to be using on your brain.
Yes.
Now, diffusing them is the easiest way to get them into affecting your emotions into your brain, and that's because the essential oils can cross the blood-brain barrier and have access to the limbic lobe of the brain, which is the emotional control center to the entire human body. This reminds me of that movie, Inside Out. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
It's
so
a control
cute.
room with all those knobs and dials and characters.
Yes. And so when you're by that diffuser and you're smelling that oil, it's going straight up into that control room.
Right.
And it's going to either help you or push the emotions out or make you deal with them. So that's a great
visual or analogy.
Yes.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that the character Joy is awake.
Yes.
So the goal is we want you diffusing so much. We want you to be thinking about diffusing that you're oiling without even thinking about it.
Yes.
So we know there's days that you get home and you're just so tired. We just want, like, if you could try to leave the water closer to the diffuser before you leave home in the morning or before you go to bed the night before. That way, when you get home from a busy day, right away you can turn on that diffuser and it will start relaxing your body.
In the morning, one of the first things that I do is I let my dog out, then I go start my diffusers. I have one in the kitchen and one in the entryway, and I start those in the morning. And then at night, right before I go to bed, that's part of my nightly routine, like washing my face, brushing my teeth, putting my diffuser on.
Now, that brings up a good question, because I know I leave mine on at night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was using a water diffuser, I would just let it run and let it turn off by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you leave in the morning, is your diffuser still running?
Yes.
You just let it run out whenever?
Yeah, because once it's out of water, it's going to shut off. So, and I'm usually there, for the most part of it, because I get up pretty early and, make kids lunches, and I have like a whole 2.5 hour thing. So even if it is still going, it's not going to be like an all day thing.
Not much.
Right.
And Jack can benefit. Jack the dog can benefit.
Yes.
Now, I like what you did by attaching a morning routine that you're not going to skip, like letting the dog out.
Right.
To the habit of turning on the diffuser. So that's one easy way to think of it. So like something that you're not going to ever forget, like brushing your teeth or letting the dog out. Attach this new habit of turning on the diffuser to a routine that's already in place.
Right.
Okay. So the more you oil, the more you're working on your emotions. So half the battle, as we've talked about, is just getting the diffuser to the on position, especially if you're emotionally spent.
Yes. So, which in this day and age, there are so many stressors just in our world. And then if you have something tragic happen on top of that, it's very important to have these tools that are really going to help us get through a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. So tell us about those tools for
Okay,
emotional release.
so we have 6 different oils. I'm just going to name it off real quick and then we'll talk a little bit about them. Harmony, forgiveness, inner child, present time, release, and valor.
Yay.
6 oils. So the way that we can use these is, so valor is one that I use all the time. I use it at work. I use it at home. I put it on my kids. And it's this beautiful blue oil that smells amazing. And so this is a whole little system that you can use these 6 oils.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to do is take the valor and you want to apply it to your feet. And you want to do that at nighttime because over the night, that's going to help your body kind of reset, and it's going to erase the limited thinking that you have. I suffer from that. And so I know that Valor is really good. It balances and equalizes the body's energy. So this is one of the oils that's in the raindrop technique that you use at the beginning and end because it balances.
I love that.
Yes.
And that helps with the confidence. It helps build the confidence overnight
Yes.
while you're sleeping so that you wake up self-assured and ready to tackle the next day.
Yes. One of my very favorite oils.
Yeah, I have several open bottles of Valor all around my house and bags because I
Yes.
love it so much.
Yes, it's fantastic. So the next one is Harmony. So you want to rub Harmony on the chakra points to allow negativity to escape. So the chakra points are 7 different energy points on your body.
Okay.
So you can look those up and figure out where to put those. You can also massage Harmony onto the crown of your head. So you just want to put it on top. Think of you wearing a crown on your head. Just put it on top and kind of just rub it in.
Oh, it is there. Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was under. Like, what is that? A different point?
Yes.
The medulla, hollow place at the center of the skull.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not one of the chakra points either. It would be the throat chakra on the front.
Okay.
So yeah.
So crown is anywhere up here.
Yes.
Okay.
And have you ever done oil dumping? This is like totally off
No.
subject, but Gary talked about this sometimes where if he was like in a really bad emotional state, he would take a whole bottle of frankincense and dump it on his head. And it's called oil dumping. So you just dump it on your head. I would only use a couple of drops of this and put it on because you don't want your emotions to go all over the place. But this really helps give you, it balances the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems, and it gives us feelings of confidence. So I know a lot of people lack confidence now with all of the social media and comparisons and all of that stuff. So this is really going to help kind of balance that out.
Terry and my husband and I love the Harmony, the smell of Harmony. And so we just keep it in our room.
It's like half perfumey and half candy to me. I don't like the perfuming ones, but I can tolerate this because it has that like candy smell.
Sweet side to it. So do we know how many oils are in Harmony?
No, but I know how many are in the next one.
Oh, okay. It's more than 2 or 3.
Yes.
To tell you,
You
that
know what?
much.
I wonder if it has it on here. Yes, it is. Harmony has sacred sandalwood, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, orange, geranium, hyssop, Spanish sage, black spruce, coriander, bergamot, lemon, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose.
That's 16.
So that's more than the other one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it has a lot. And I think it's the ylang ylang that I really love. I love that one by itself. And that's a very balancing oil. So yeah, that's a powerhouse. I mean,
I love it.
That is a lot.
I love it.
So the next one that we're going to talk about is...
I've never had the next one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because I have never bought the kit. I've only bought them individually. Like some years I'm focusing on Valor, some years I'm focusing on Harmony.
Yeah.
And so, I've never taken a year to focus on forgiveness.
Yeah.
That's a nice mild.
Yeah, I like this one. And you want to put this one right around your belly button.
Okay.
And you want to massage it kind of in a clockwise motion. And you're going to just let go of all the negative emotions. So that's really good. We really want to forgive ourselves as well as forgiving others. When we don't forgive, it's going to manifest itself physically in us. So unforgiveness is one of the most common roots of physical, mental, and spiritual disease. So that is really going to tie you down.
Yeah.
Unforgiveness does not make the offending party sick. It's going to make us sick. And Gary said, forgive yourself for allowing the person to affect your health and happiness. Forgive the other person for any harm he or she may have caused you. This need not be done directly with the person being forgiven, but as an inner adjustment on your part. So a lot of our emotional work doesn't have to do with other people. It has to do with us.
Sure.
and what's inside of us.
Yeah.
So forgiveness is a really good one. And, it could be all kinds of things that we don't even realize we need to forgive for.
True.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in all areas of my life and with different relationships.
Yeah.
And so this can be one of those things to kind of rein all that in. So,
Yeah, that's good. And seeing the good in those situations, like we've all had conflicts in our lives, and when we can, slowly process those emotions and think about it, and and forgive ourselves, forgive the other person, and as we're doing this, like, get to a point where we can see the good in the situation,
yes,
and then be thankful for it.
Yes.
That's a tough spot to be in.
It really is.
To be thankful, but such a more healthy spot to be in.
Being in that place of gratitude just will release all of those negative emotions.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's amazing. Oh, and speaking of releasing, the next oil is called Release. I use this a ton in my massages with people. Have you used that one before?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I spent a year in Release.
Yes. So a lot of clients, I'm a massage therapist, who come in and have these physical ailments. A lot of times we can tie them back to emotional things, or if they've had like a sudden trauma, like a death in their family or the loss of a job or something like that, we'll take this release and really let them process that and release those negative feelings.
Now, haven't you been in a massage where your client would start crying?
Yes.
Like they don't know, you don't know
Yes.
what's going on?
Yes.
But something in the oil is allowing them to process that emotion and release it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And that's a safe space for you to just let it out. And, whenever I feel like I need something like this, a lot of times I'll go get in the shower. Because the water that comes on you helps calm and clear your mind.
Yeah.
And then when you smell the oil, that'll just help. Like I've cried in the shower, I don't know how many times. But Release would be a good one too.
And do you put it on right before the shower?
Mm-hmm. Oh. And then you smell it
as you're washing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So negative energy goes into the blood and then into the liver, where toxins can remain trapped. And so the liver becomes a storage place for anger, resentment, bitterness, hatred, jealousy, envy, addictions, and a host of destructive feelings. So yeah, that's why we want to apply the Release over the liver, which is area on the right side, like right under the right rib is what I've remember.
Yes. I just kind of go all the way across here, because then you're going to hit all of that. The liver is a pretty big organ. So just kind of massage it all around that. And you also want to make sure that you're drinking enough water and staying hydrated, because that's going to help flush a lot of these emotions and stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Drink your lemon water.
Yes. Yum.
Okay.
All right.
What's next?
One is present time.
Mm.
And I've learned this probably over the last 10 years, that a lot of our anxiety or depression is because we're not in the present time. We're either in the past or we're thinking about the future instead of just being present. So we're not being productive when we're not in the present. So what you want to do is put this in your hand and you want to energize it. So you're going to put 3 drops in your left hand and then take your right hand and just rub it in circles. And that's going to energize the oil.
So I've never used present time. In fact, I'm not really crazy about the scent. What does that mean?
And you're going to use it right now? That means that you really need it. So, so what you're going to do is you're going to apply it right under, it doesn't want you, right under your breastbone here. And so that's going to keep you focused on the tasks of today. So if you are in a state where you're thinking about everything you have to do when you get home, or the fight that you had with your sister the day before and you just can't get over it, get some present time and just put it right in that area. This smells a little earthy. So
maybe
I
that's
like
why I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Let me see. What is in this one?
Oh, now we're gonna
Now,
find out.
now I
What
want to
is
know what
it
that is.
that she likes and I don't?
So sweet almond oil. So it actually has a carrier.
Okay, that's
in
a
it.
carrier. We're not gonna
Yes.
cut that one.
Bitter orange, neroli, black spruce, and ylang ylang.
That's it?
That's it. So what is making that?
It's one of the first two.
The bitter orange, maybe.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being the regular orange.
Because we don't have we don't have a bitter orange by itself.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Neroli is similar to it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a sweeter one.
Okay.
So
and we like the other two by themselves.
Yes.
The black spruce and what was the last
ylang
one?
ylang.
Yeah.
Which that's one of my favorite oils, favorite single oils. It's so good.
Okay.
Okay. And so then the last one that you're going to use is Inner Child.
Ooh, I love this one.
I love this one too. And so you're going to put it just under the nose.
Oh, under the nose.
Yes. You're going to put it just under the nose, and that opens a pathway to connecting with your inner self.
Oh.
So this is what you talked about with the limbic system and it going straight up into your brain.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that
I love
one's
this
really
one.
good.
When you're a child, all things are possible. There are no limitations. When you find your inner child, you have found your true self. So it's such a fun oil. The child in you is your creativity. So I love that one. We keep that one in the bedroom too.
Yes. So what you want to do then, if you're going to use all of these in one day and actually do the protocol,
Okay.
it kind of how we went through it and which oils go where, what you're going to do then is follow it up and end with Valor again. So
it's the beginning,
open and close with Valor.
And the end.
Yes.
Okay.
So good.
That's good to know.
I love it. All right.
We are always on overload. We're inundated with content that give us an emotional reaction at every turn. Our body builds emotional responses to the things we see, the things we read, the things we hear and experience. So these essential oils have constituents in them that allow us to relax instead of the body building and storing the emotions. Those little molecules that are in the essential oils, they're in there because it protects the plants. And so plants go through stress as well. They deal with stress all the time. They have to deal with weather storms, bacteria, fungus, wind, flooding, droughts, insects, etc. So God created them with oleoresins containing constituents to keep them safe. So that's why we're using those same constituents for our own emotions and all the things that are attacking us on a daily basis.
Yes.
Okay, so how do emotions work? What happens when you have a strong emotion? Say you were to find out your 50-year-old daughter was pregnant, or that your mom was in a car accident, or that your home had caught on fire. Scientists tell us that they can visibly see the emotion hit the brain.
Present time.
Like a pebble tossed into a lake. There are ripples across the surface of the brain the second the news is heard. It's a physical effect to something emotional. So you've gone through this.
So I'm just going to tell a little story. So for those of you who don't know, in August, my house burned down. And I have used so much release over the last few months because I didn't even realize how much it had affected me. And probably maybe like a month ago, so that's like 2 months after the fire, I heard a fire engine like really close to my neighborhood. And I felt the emotions. Like I had a physical response, I had an emotional response to it. And I didn't even, I thought I was doing a great job of, just being good.
Yeah.
And I realized how many of those emotions are still stored, inside there.
Was your heart racing?
I kind of felt nauseous, and I felt real clammy, like my body just kind of was like, and so I've really had to work on a lot of that. Now that I recognize that, I know that that's something that's going to stick with me for a while, and I really need to work on that. So I've been using a lot of release.
Yeah, and so, I know you cried the day that your house burned.
Actually, I didn't cry until the next day.
Oh, not till the next day?
I don't think I did.
You were still in
I
shock?
don't remember a lot of that time, but I don't think I cried until the next day because I was in shock. It was very shocking.
And we think, like, just like you thought, okay, a month or two later, like, I'm over it. I've cried. It's over. I tuck it away, forget the pain because it's hard. But that's not the way the body was designed by God. So, this we can see scientifically in the human body. You may try to block out the emotion because it was uncomfortable, but most of the time, something is getting stored in the body. Do you want to talk about fight or flight?
Yeah, so when an emotion happens, your body enacts its fight or flight. So that day, I was actually in the fight mode because I was standing there watching my house burn, but I didn't want to leave at all.
Yeah.
I wanted to, stop the fire from happening. I made sure that my kids and my dog were safe. And so um I think that I was kind of in the fight thing because I was in it and I wanted to stay right there.
Okay.
It activates the endocrine system, and your hormones kick into high gear, and it floods your body with adrenaline. I think that that's the only reason that I stayed upright.
Yeah.
And
The
like
adrenaline.
neighbors were there bringing me water, had a chair, brought me shoes because all I had was sandals, and I needed to, walk around when the fire was put out and
Mm.
everything. So all of these things were happening, and I didn't even realize it. I was just in that
Focus,
trauma
yeah.
point right there, and so focused on it.
Wow.
Um, so I could visibly see it happening. Oh, no, you could visibly see this process happening if you had a microscope.
Wow.
So I believe it. I really believe it.
Yeah.
And it's trauma. And we felt when our heart rate is elevated, we're watching our favorite sports team, fun stuff. But what happens after the trauma?
Okay. After the trauma, the body releases some of it. It ignores some of it
Yes.
and stores some of it as far from the brain and heart as it can. Some of it is left to fester like wounds that never heal. Did you know the average cell can expand up to 600 times its size with toxins?
Have you heard of inflammation?
Oh, okay. That's all trauma then.
Yes.
Oh,
A lot of it
yes.
is. Yes.
When we think of toxins, we often just think of using bad shampoo or making some not so great choices at the local ice cream shop. But emotions can be toxic too. The memory storage gets flooded with the hormones that cause the emotion getting recalled again and again. Sometimes it triggers lifelong health issues like panic attacks and anxiety. Some would argue that toxins stored in certain parts of the body can cause actual pain, like back pain. They can get stored in weak places where you already have
I've
injuries.
seen that throughout my work.
Mm.
People who have neck pain a lot of times have trouble expressing themselves.
Oh.
And so that's like a blockage in your throat chakra where you can't really talk.
Mm.
And so I've seen once they've resolved that, whether it's through therapy or meditation or however they resolve that, then
Mhm.
their neck pain resolves.
Mm.
And so I've seen that physically happen.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So you can literally have emotions stored just about anywhere in your thighs, across your abdomen, under your arms, anywhere the body can put it to keep it away from your vital organs, the heart and the brain.
Um, let's go to forgotten traumatic experiences affect every aspect of our lives. Even
Mhm.
how we make decisions will be limited by fear and self worth.
Mm.
If you focus on those feelings, Gary says you can fix most aspects of your life.
And this is Gary, the founder of Young Living. He founded it over 30 years ago.
Yes, yes. Oils pass into the emotional brain and bring us to the things we have long forgotten so we can deal with them. That's why a lot of times people will have a reaction to an oil and not even
Mm.
realize where it's coming from, and then they'll have a memory or they'll have a thought about something that happened a long time ago that they didn't even realize.
It seems random.
Right.
Okay.
And so then we clear out that emotional baggage and then we can move forward.
Nice.
Yes.
Into health.
Yes.
Let's walk towards health.
Okay.
So the most effective way to use oils with emotions is to diffuse them in 15-minute increments. Now, this was new to me because I knew that I'd go nose blind at some point, but I didn't know at what point. So it turns out your nose, the cell receptors in your nose get full at 15 minutes, so they can't receive new information. So if you have a diffuser that will turn on and off, that could be helpful. Otherwise, yeah, you can just turn it off yourself.
Yes. Or you can leave the room and then come back in a little bit later, and then you'll feel it. You'll smell it again. Because like in the mornings, I'll turn my diffusers on and I smell it. I go outside and I have coffee and I sit out there for a little bit. When I walk back in, I can smell it.
Nice.
But then after a while, I don't smell it again.
Yeah.
And I leave the house and I don't smell it. So that's where that 15 minutes kind of comes in.
Our noses get full.
Yes.
Full of scents. So there's another way to use our oils.
That's topically.
Yeah.
So you're going to put them directly on you. You can put them on your VitaFlex points, which are on your feet, your hands, your ears. You can also just put them straight into your hands and smell them. And so that's going to get on your body and also into your limbic system. You can use it on your neck, your throat, your chest. Just get the oils on you. A lot of people wear jewelry that has the volcanic beads on it, where you can put it there, or they have the necklaces that have the little felt pads. So that's putting it on topically.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
And now some of these oils in this kit can target certain emotions?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So forgiveness, it's for betrayal. So if you feel betrayed by someone, or you feel like you've betrayed yourself in some way, you can put it over your gallbladder. So that's going to be on your right side, right below your liver.
Okay.
Oh, I need harmony. Harmony, the emotion for that is sarcasm.
I never realized that's an emotion.
I didn't either, but I got it. So this says put it on the brain. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put it on the brain, except maybe to put it on my crown.
Yeah, the crown.
Yeah, but I kind of like my sarcasm. I don't think it's a negative. A negative all the time. Sometimes it's
useful at times.
Yes. Ooh, I'm going to have to, okay, harmony.
Okay, then we have jasmine, which is an ingredient in one of the blends.
In harmony and forgiveness.
Okay, so jasmine is when you're feeling unworthy, and we can put it on the brainstem. So would that's
going to be that part at the bottom, right at the base of your head, where you kind of bend your head back and it creases right there.
I like when you called it a bowl.
Yeah.
It's like is that where we put it in the bowl?
Yes.
Okay, there's a little bowl back there.
Yes. Valor is feeling persecuted. So you want to put that over the kidneys, which are actually higher than people think.
Okay.
It's on your back, kind of like where you just reach back. It's going to be a little bit higher on your back. They're not real low.
Okay. Not lower back.
Yes.
Okay. And then Ylang Ylang is another single that's in one of these blends.
Yes.
Or several of these blends. And it targets a fear of wisdom.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised. I don't want to fear wisdom.
I know.
I want wisdom.
I know. I wonder if that's why I like it so much, because I'm craving more wisdom.
Okay. So this one says to put over pituitary gland. So where is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm 90% sure it's here. If anybody wants to fact check me on that, I'll be perfectly fine with it.
Now, do you ever use your oils when you're laying down?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing I learned is that if you're laying down, you want your diffuser to be at eye level or below, and less than 3 feet from your head. So I was guilty of having my diffuser on the other side of the room. So I moved it close to my bed. And that's where I've mentioned this before. If you've watched our videos, I like the waterless diffusers because the nightstand by my head and between my bed is hard to get to. So it's easier for me to just have the waterless and turn the on button.
Yes.
On and off button.
Yes.
Without having to keep some water nearby. So because the diffusers make the oils go up, and that's why you don't want them like on a bookshelf up
Right.
here, because then they're going up and you're never going to get them down here.
Right.
So I like that little reminder and wanted to make sure we added that in there.
Yes.
So how can they get this feelings kit?
So it comes in a kit just like this. So you're going to get all 6 oils, and it has this cover on it. So the back of it talks about the oils, or all the ingredients for the oils.
Nice.
And so this kit is a retail value of $276.
Okay. If you were to buy individually,
if you were just a customer and you're going to buy that, or you're just ordering one and you don't sign up for your account. And so the discounted price is $210.
Oh, okay.
So that is a great value for these 6 oils. And they are 5 milliliter bottles, but each one of you just need 1 drop. Like when you're putting it on yourself, you just need 1 drop.
And how many drops is in that size?
So this size is 90 to 100. Yeah. So,
it's like, oops, a little bit leaked. Oh, darn, we have to smell it.
I know. Yeah. So all you need is 1 little drop on you.
And so if it's got 90, you can see how that could last you months and months.
Right.
Even if you
Especially,
do a drop of each.
But unless you're doing this protocol every single day, which after a while, you probably aren't going to be doing it every day. And you're just going to pick the ones that you really love. So
yeah, the ones that are calling to you.
Yes.
And you can do a feeling survey. I know this sounds weird, but once I read through it, I'm like, oh, this is a great practice to get into, especially for me, because I'm more a left brain logic person. So I'm not even aware of my feelings a lot of the time. So this is something I want to challenge myself to do, is for a week, take note of 3 emotions that you have every single day and write it down.
Writing it down is very, very important.
Ooh, so then I'm going to find a common theme after I've written it down that many times. Then at bedtime, take an oil related to that emotion and put it in the diffuser and on the feet. So it takes less than 2 minutes. It's something that can be done quickly, easily, and then take note after a while if you see the emotion less frequently.
Yes, and that's a good way to practice using your oils every single day. So if that's part of your nightly routine, that's a good way to practice and help heal yourself. We're responsible for ourselves and our health and our emotions. And so by using these tools, it's going to help us be healthier.
Yes, and that's what we're here for. Better health, better wellness, all the way around, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Yes, and so many times we work on our physical health, like we work out, we eat right, all of those things, and nobody thinks about their emotions. And it's really important for us to acknowledge our emotions. And even when we're happy and joyous and all that, it's great to feel all of that, because that's going to bring positive things to your body, but not ignore the trauma that you've had, the road rage that you felt, or, somebody was rude to you, or whatever it is, that's going to bring about a negative emotion. And we really need to release all that.
And I like what you said, emphasizing writing it down. And that's what's helped me, being the left brain, because I'm just like, oh, whatever, it's over.
Right.
But no, it was still like, I could still feel myself on the verge of tears. And I'm like, I need to write this down. I need to meditate. Like, I need to sit with that emotion and let the tears come out, because if I was just going to keep stuffing it, what body part was it going to attach to?
Right.
And start causing, malfunctions in that body part.
Right.
And I've had my fair share of body pain. So
yeah, and something that's interesting to do if you're really wanting to dive into this a little more is you can just Google or ask ChatGPT, say, I'm feeling sad. What body part correlates with sadness? And it'll bring up the information for you. Or my neck is really hurting me. What emotion is tied to neck pain?
I love that.
Yeah.
And then once you see that emotion, or is that the way we do it? You're saying
you can do it either way.
The emotion to the
yeah.
Or the pain to the emotion, and then say what essential oil is good for this emotion.
Yes.
Or this body part.
Yes.
And you will get a plethora of answers.
Yes, you will. And you only want to use Young Living oils.
Yes.
They are
quality.
Yes.
quality oils.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining. We are very grateful for you
Yes.
and joining us in our journey. We look forward to talking with you again. If you have some more ideas and topics that you would like us to go over, we would love to hear from you.
Yes.
So stay well because you are worthy.
Yes. We love you.